Um, my man Z7, he said some backs are about to be broken. Yeah, something like that. My man Dave says good afternoon, and I don't know, TOG Tagar 9. He says sup, what's up? He says sup, bro. He didn't say what's up. He said sup, sup. What's going on, humans? Hey, but listen, let me dive into this thing like this, man. Welcome to Friday. It is welcome to Friday, man. It's the 20th of November. And like I tell you guys, man, I have a job to do. And I have a job to do as I did a one-on-one earlier today. And when I do my one-on-ones, I have to then snatch that material, then come on here and do a show to springboard this perspective back in your face. I got to do that. I'm laughing at something else. People, I end up helping men that don't understand emotional individuals are great storyteller sellers. They're great. Emotional individuals are excellent storyteller sellers. What is a storyteller seller? Just that. An emotional person is great at lying. They're great at getting individuals to buy stories other than the truth. You know, me and my lady, Miss Cakes, had a little misunderstanding, and I publicly came on my video and said I was hurt. I was hurt. Because one thing about me is I manage every step of my life. I manage Tuesday, I get up Tuesday. I manage Wednesday, I get up Wednesday. And I've just managed every day I manage so I can adjust. But I'm talking about promises here today. What's going on, Chaos? I'm talking about promises. People, one thing that reigns rampant or reigns supreme in the black community is hope and promises. It practically runs hand in hand with religion. Hope, promises. What's up, Chaos? I see you. Hopes and promises. People, I remember when Sonsa Ray was on YouTube, and I dipped in on her, and I thought last time I heard about Miss Ray, I heard that she was dead, and find out she's not dead, and so individuals saying, and the one thing that just struck me the most about that very, very beautiful woman, she's very beautiful. The one that just really just made everything official about estrogen in my book is how she had a baby with a married man under the context of promises. Now, people, I think there are individuals that have been following me for years. You do know that I don't like to use mistakes. I like to use the word dumb. I do not like to miss up the opportunity to go, boy, you're a damn dummy, and change it up for oops. I don't do oops. Oops is when you're pouring some milk into a cup and you overflow it. Oops, spilt a little. To me, that's a oops. Oops is when you driving somebody in a car and they say, I'm at the White House, and you overshot the White House and pull up in front of the Red House. Oops. People, I got to speak for men. So if I speak for men, I'm talking down on booty out niggas and the whole booty out nigga and the whole spectacle that women of color seems to love so much about them. So I am not going to allow a oops situation to be, no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow something that's dumb to be passed off as a oops. No, you're going to feel the brunt of your stupidity when you're talking to me. I need y'all to follow me. If you don't remember, Miss Ray, Sansaray, took the spectacle of a relationship public. They were sleeping in a car. He was married. Then everything went south. Everything went south because it was already south. It went south. And then Sansaray hit you guys off with a bunch of promises. Us off, excuse me. He promised me he would leave his wife. He promised me we would get an apartment. He promised me. People, I'm going to have to tell you something. Once again, I'm not missing out on an opportunity to shine the light on stupidity. I don't see other women, whether it be bugs, ants, whether it be flies. I don't see other female species giving them all of themselves based on a promise. I just don't see it. I don't see it. It don't exist. That's why I don't see it. I don't see individuals spending the best years of their lives doing the best thing that you can do in the world is have a baby slide out of your uterus and make a man proud. The best gift you can give to a man is not walking by his side with your big old booty. The best gift in the world you can give a man is a child. And individuals do the pinnacle of everything based on a promise. You individuals are going to meet women like this. You individuals are going to meet women like this, and you're going to engage in these women, and you're going to hear a lot of things that ain't true. So let me tell you about a promise that I had some months ago, and it is the reason why I am the hated one. I purchased my home. For 5 weeks, I had a woman across the street. Hey, over here. Look at my booty. It's big. After 5 weeks, and I know it was 5 weeks because my dog passed exactly 1 month later, and then it was that next weekend. That's how I know the timeline so well. Only for this individual to then tell me we change numbers and tell me I got a dick Rolodex. Only for this woman to tell me I got a dick Rolodex. And this woman promised me a date. So wait a minute. We're talking about promises, and what I'm about to say is going to bring my whole point home. What's going on, Mr. Dawks? I see you, my man. So this individual got my attention and did all that just to say, okay, I got you on the back end of my dick Rolodex. And these are her words. I promise you we're going to go out soon. Those are her words. So people, let me help you understand what promises mean and why you cannot and should not build anything based on them. Yoga says, Atlanta is in the building. I see you, my dude. People, I'm going to tell you, promises means absolutely nothing. They don't mean anything. They don't. Promises don't mean nothing. Except when you promise your family. Promises don't mean nothing to people you don't know. I can't express that enough, and I have to say, except because I'm gonna have individuals. Oh well, you promised me a goat, and listen, I just don't see no other race of people exercise promise more than black people, and I definitely don't see I don't see the value of building and giving yourself away more than I see women of color. It is a travesty. Now, once again, I'm a man. And as a man, I have to look. In the past, I was looking and I found myself interested in women that had nothing but a trash ass situation going on. And you're trying to look for the balance, the scales of, and it's high promises on at the bottom end, and on the other side of the scale, dangling up in the air is character, life, the best years, all their stuff, all the best things of existence stacked up on there, and on the up tiering are promises. Remember, this individual was sleeping in a car. This individual had a baby by a married man. And he did nothing but hit her off with a bunch of promises. And that was the cost for him to insert his Section 8 sauce inside the uterus. As a promise. People, let me go left for a second. Speaking of dumb, is there anyone out there that will listen to a person say, I don't need a man with children, and then think that their children would need a father, think that their children need a father? If you hear someone say, I don't need a man, men ain't no good, or speaking if you hear someone speaking 1% negativity about men and they got children, I'm almost willing to bet they will always complain about everything that man is doing. People, let me tell y'all something about Atia LaShawn Bradley. One day, me and her daughter, I get it now, her daughter. Me and her daughter was out and about. It's, y'all know I do this, right? I go left. Me and her daughter, I just provided the semen. And, because when everything goes south, it's not y'all baby no more, it's now mine. So, okay. And I remember I purchased a jacket for Atia Bradley's daughter. And I remember when I dropped her daughter off to her, it was, what is this? She doesn't like this color. And it was a whole bunch of barking bullshit. And the reason why it was that is because, and the reason why Atia Bradley used to beat on me, and the reason why Atia Bradley did the typical that I hear only women of color say now, a man gotta take me as I am. He gotta take me as I am. It was, nope, I'm not working on myself. Only to find all those attributes in this book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding a Black Woman. Everything that this woman said about the... Move your hand. Move your hand. Oh. I'm laughing at something else. I now understand it now, and I am not going to unlearn what I have learned. I'm not going to unlearn what I have learned. I'm going to take everything that and how I feel right now today as the truth. So much as, getting back straight, I'm talking to you about promises. I got individuals watching this thing right now. I'm going to ask all of you, have you ever dealt with a woman that didn't deal with a knucklehead dude? Have you ever dealt with a woman that only dealt with stand-up dudes? Have you ever dealt with a woman that did nothing but dealt with men that had their stuff together? Did you ever deal with a woman that didn't just say, nope, the second I dropped my drawers, we were talking about getting married. The second I dropped my drawers, we were trying to put something together for a future. Wow, I'm sorry. Damn, Yoga, let me finish. Yoga said no. People, I'm going to tell y'all something. You can't promise me nothing. You can't promise me nothing. As the song goes, show and tell is a game I played when I want to play. You got to show me. You can't promise me nothing. And I promise you that. You can't promise me nothing. When that individual said, I promise you we'll go out on a date, I was like, what? Wow, I get a promise? That's what threw me over the top. I think I could have waited until she downgraded the dudes out of her dick Rolodex. But to promise me means you know my worth. You just got me on hold. You know it's me on the goddamn phone. You know that's me on line one. You see that damn phone blinking. You see line one blinking, but you over there playing Pac-Man on your little handheld Pac-Man set. You over there just playing Pac-Man on your phone, and you know I'm on the phone. You see that damn thing. You see that thing ringing. They said, Miss Clara, you got Chris on line one. Oh, tell him hold on. Tell him I said hold on. That's a promise. That's a promise. Very well said. Yoga said, show me with obedience. Damn. I did write a book, The Ingredients to My Obedience. I did write a book. Yeah. But that is the perspective that a lot of individuals, I did, as I stated, I did a one-on-one today, only to listen and talk to an individual that dealt with train wreck after train wreck after train wreck. And I did post this, my one-on-ones. I do post my one-on-ones on my Connect Pal channel. Wow. Yoga says, women can only love a man by being obedient to that man. It's God law. I like that. I like that. People, when you understand, you look at the plane differently. You look at the plane. There are some people that can spot a sniper, can get in some goggles, look across the plane. Sniper at 2 o'clock. Sniper at 2 o'clock. But that individual was trained on how to look at the plane. I have to make sure you individuals understand the laws of engagement. I would assume that this organization, the National Fathers League, I would assume that I'm helping fathers. I would assume that I'm helping men. And I'm assuming that individuals, because there's individuals here that don't have kids, but they're listening, enjoying a ride of being educated on how and what to expect when you engage in a woman. You can't promise me nothing. You can't promise me nothing. The only person that can promise me is my wife. My man Firefox, he says president accounted for. I'm in Suffolk, Virginia, man. We got to hook up, man. We got to hook up, my man. I'm over here in the the 7 cities area too, my man. We got to hook up. Maybe one day we can meet at Cold Stones over there, and maybe one day we can hook up and meet up at Cold Stones in the Suffolk, where the theater is. I forgot the name of the place. But appreciate you for being here. Damn, boy, y'all. SDMWS says, I personally will never ever trust a woman again. The worst pain you will ever experience in life will come from a woman. Women create the men they complain about. Oh, snap. Holy smokes. I like that. Hell, I'm going to screenshot that and post it on my social media. Women create the men they complain about. Dang. Wow. Damn. I agree with that. A billion %. And the funny thing is, and I'll tell you guys all the time, when you tell a woman how you was treated by another woman and they get mad at you, that you're dating or whatever, it's because they don't want you to believe that women are like that, so they can have a crack at it. But they'll sit down there and tell you all the worst things that a man has done to them. And it's like you're supposed to sit down there, and what they're saying is, don't do this to me. But you can sit down there. Let me just be frank. You can talk to a woman for an hour, and you can get you can get a gauge on how that woman is. And it's the same for a woman. You can talk to that man for an hour and figure out what type of man that person is. But they want to act as if though, no, listen, you know what I always tell every woman that I've ever tried to date? You know what I always tell them? Remember how you met me. Remember how you met me. I did not come up to you with a, hey, baby, your booty is big line. I didn't come up to you with that. Remember how you met me. I told you, no, I don't do that. Remember how you met me. I'm not one of those individuals that give any woman a pussy preference period. And that is when you sit down there and allow them to talk to you any old way, talk to you to that, and because it's a one-way thing here. I don't have a pussy preference period. I don't have one. I don't have one. I don't have one. When you violate anything that I don't like, when you violate anything that I say I don't stand for, I'm going to tear off into you. Sorry, you can do the same to me. By all means, have at it. But let me look into my crystal ball for a second. I don't think you're ever going to get a chance to do it. I'm talking about promises today. Talking about promises. How in the hell are promises incorporated into a relationship in its beginning? And why do I see so many women and there's other women backing them up? It's like they just can't do no wrong. It's like remember, y'all, I had one woman, I did, y'all heard the video I did when I did it in the past. I had one woman tell me, I promise you, when your child's mom did what she did, she had a way out. I said, no, she ain't had no way out. I promise you. So a woman that did everything she did to me and didn't go to therapy, you mean to tell me she had an apartment waiting in the backdrop and just was waiting for me to say, enough of you beating on me? So I hung up with her and waited till later on. And then I called her. Remember, I said, let me ask you a question. Are you pro-woman? And before she answered it, I said, my mom is pro-woman. People, I don't deal with pro-women. I don't deal with those type of women. Pro-women are the damn worst. They are the worst. And remember, y'all, my insults don't come with any type of softness to them. I just wish that all pro-women walk in front of a bus. And please don't do the stupid thing of wait till it stops to let people off. Just walk in front of a bus while it's moving. You know why I don't like pro-women? You may call it feminine. I don't like pro-women because everything you say a woman did to you, they'll find a narrative as to why it's justifiable, that it was done to you. They don't do wrong. A woman can't do wrong. After all, my own mother said, what was that she said to me? Oh, a woman will never do nothing to a man unless he deserves it. So when I was talking to this woman, I asked, are you pro-woman? Because my mother is. And I told her what my mom said. And she said, no, I'm not pro-woman. I said, I disagree with you. I disagree with you. I said, we was talking earlier and you didn't believe none of the bad that I said about this woman. You didn't believe it. You came up with examples as to what I said. So if if I put her out of my house and she went and slept on a damn thing, how you don't even know her? Why would you come up with that perspective and not even listen to what I said and I had a baby with her? Why would you not even listen to me? Dave says, I don't deal with pro-women either. You can't deal with them. They need to go get them a transvestite and call it a life. You can't deal with them. You can't talk to them. You can't talk to them about your issues. You cannot deal with a pro-woman. You can't. The woman that came and knocked on this door was pro-woman. And they can't hide it. They can't hide it. They can't hide it. They try to hide it. They try to mask how they are. They try to, and it just oozes out. It oozes. It oozes. I just love, I love being me. I do. I love being me. And I love being me because I say the things that people don't want to say. All of my actual friends that I know agrees with everything that I say. Did y'all ever hear me say, hey, my man, blah, 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 is on the stream with me right now? Nope. You know why? Because every man feels the way that I feel. I'm just bold enough and I'm so secure in myself to speak about it publicly. What's going on, Dan? I see you, brother. And that makes me the hated one.